telephone. Dr. Blair, second by Jennifer. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Ayes have it. Next order of business is the approval of the February 22nd, 2021 minutes. Any comments or corrections? Sharon moved to approve. Second by Dr. Blair. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Next, under reports, we're just going to receive and file those, but I will comment for the record so that you see the cases, 3 cases involving Dollar General and Chillicothe. Those were declined by the ZBA, so the petitioner has withdrawn their request, but that way they're read into the record that the petitioner withdrew the request. So that's why you see them on there. So unless there's any questions or comments, we will move on to the first zoning case. First zoning
Mr. Chairman, I read through it. I was trying to decipher. They had a lot of different reasons, but can you have Kathy just pinpoint the main reason or the 2 main reasons why they declined them?
Yes, so there were actually 3 cases. One was to divide a piece of land from it's about 1.5 acres from a 7-acre parcel that already had a house on it. It was adjacent to Edgewater Terrace subdivision. Then there was a rezoning from agriculture to C1 neighborhood commercial, as well as a special use to create a retail development of greater than 5,000 square foot in a neighborhood commercial area. Both staff and the zoning board, excuse me, thought that it was inconsistent with the land use plan, inconsistent with the surrounding character of the neighborhood, and inconsistent with the surrounding zoning.
Did you hear that, Brian?
Yeah. I mean, not all of it, but I could hear quite a bit of it, and I've read it too. So I appreciate that. So thank you.
And I believe City of Chillicothe was on record with it being in a 1.5 miles that they were not in favor of this, so that would have demanded a supermajority if it would have been approved.
Oh yeah, that would have been a problem. Yeah.
Correct, Kathy?
Okay.
They did recommend denial. They did not file their objection with the county clerk to force that supermajority vote, but they could have done so if they so chose, if it weren't withdrawn.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Kathy. Next up is case 10-21-U, petition of David L. and Amy L. Gunkin. Is there a motion to put this on the floor? Sharon? Second by Dr. Blair. Kathy?
Okay. This is a request to divide 1.5 acres from an existing 15-acre parcel on Allen Avenue in Limestone Township. This parcel is zoned A2 agriculture. There were no objections or consents on file. There is a single-family dwelling on this parcel along with a shed, and most of the parcel is timber. The zoning, again, was A2 agriculture along with those adjacent parcels to the south and east. To the north and west, the zoning is R2 medium density residential. Most of the adjacent parcels are used residentially across Kickapoo Creek Road. Obviously, it's the railroad track and the creek in that direction. The petitioners are proposing to create that lot in order to sell the existing home and then build a new home on the remaining parcel. This would be consistent with the surrounding land use as well as the surrounding zoning. This did have a low LISA score as none of the parcel is being used for agriculture. It's also on public water and public sewer. It would be served off of Allen Road. We did not have a comment from the Limestone Township Road Commissioner. That is a township road. The County Highway Department, however, said if they do change their mind and want an access off of Kickapoo Creek Road, they would need to contact her before that time. This is consistent with our Peoria County Land Use Plan. The Limestone Township Planning Commission has also recommended approval. Staff recommended approval with a restriction. This restriction is actually an ordinance requirement, but we just list it to be sure that the petitioner is aware. But that restriction is that parcels created by the approval of special use cannot be divided again, even if it's subsequently combined with other parcels, unless a rezoning is granted by the county board or unless it meets the 25-acre minimum lot size in this A2 agriculture zoning district. Zoning board also recommended approval with those same restrictions, and that was unanimous.
Thank you, Kathy. Questions, comments? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. All those
Aye.
opposed? The ayes have it. Next, we're to miscellaneous. It's a lot quicker meeting with one land split than if it would have been Dollar General packed full of this room. So, all right, seeing none. Should have looked over that way, Mr. Watkins. You probably had your hand up, didn't you?
Mhm.
Kathy?
Yes, I did want to point out that in front of you, I did put a log of some homes we are looking at for our SCP grant that you just approved at the last county board meeting. This is a running log, it's fluid. These homes do meet the requirements for the SCP grant as far as being unsafe or unfit for human occupancy or an attractive nuisance. It also meets the abandoned property requirement for the grant. These properties do come to us by complaint, and we prioritize them by the nature of the deficiency here, which is that it's unsafe. It is fluid, however, so some of these properties do come off if they become compliant, ownership might change, and we add new ones as we become aware of them. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. These also coincide with what you see on your unsafe structure report that you get every month as in your informational packet.
Thank you, Kathy. Anything else under miscellaneous? Seeing none, meeting adjourned. I'm moving on.